The bigger revelation is coming to pass, and everybody wants to know the truth and nothing but the truth. I hereby present to you that in 5 days or more, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu must be released. He must be released at all costs, with every formidable force. You see, what pains me more in all this thing is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's health. That's what pains me more in all this stuff that is happening now. It's Nnamdi Kanu's health. That man have suffered for Biafrans, and it's more like Biafrans have forgotten him. Nobody is talking about him again. When I make video concerning Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's health, we have less views, less shares, because it's more like people are now interested in the new Nigeria, no longer in Biafra. Remember these words that Nnamdi Kanu said: I will not disappoint you, but you will disappoint me. I will not fail you, but you will fail me. We have come in contact with so much force that it now looks as if what we are doing is not oriented, is not the gospel. But you see, the way the international force, I know that I've been telling you international force have said in 24 hours, in 10 hours and all that. But there's something I'm actually monitoring now, and you know that right here and right now, all we do is to give you a proclamation of the gospel. Because as long as we are concerned, there must be an open door that perfects so much periodic means that must be calculative. We are connected in several forces, and as long as we continue to push through, there must be a volume that we ought to preach. And that is why I'm telling Biafrans, lovers of freedom all over the world, we have been patient for too long. It is right time we begin to strategize. It is right time we begin to throw life as it is. It is high time the gospel is being preached in accordance. Because whether they like it or not, Nnamdi Kanu must be free. 5 days. 5 days. Sit at home have been tried. Simon Ebawo have been using sit at home to remind Biafrans that Nnamdi Kanu is still in the dojo. I know how many times I have gone to DSS custody. The zoologic people have gone to DSS custody to tell them that, you see, your people are now following Peter Bill. Those people that you want to die for, you not collect this money and get out of this place. Nnamdi Kanu said, for the sake of those that died, protecting me, protecting the affairs of Biafra, I will stay here till my mission is accomplished. Some people will be surprised how I got this information. But if I in a way more, they have gone to him severally to mock him and tell him that his followers are now following Peter B. Why I told you to go and cast your votes. If these criminals, you saw how Tinubu rigged himself in. If these criminals continue to rule, you will never get justice. Go and write it down. If these criminals continue to rule you people, you will never get justice. Go and write it down. Oburifa Jamaka. Go and write it down. And more broadcasting units will be established. Biafra is a mandate that must come to pass. I do not care how you try to, do anyhow with the struggle. But the truth remains that Biafra is a mandate that must come to pass. Now, Earlier, I made a video and I told you that British Council meets Nnamdi Kanu in DSS custody, and now the referendum discussion has begun. Because those who tried to make us feel that we are incapable of the things we did must be ready at all costs to merge the most effective procedures. And that is why our word must be in a process of what we say. Referendum is being discussed, the freedom of our leader is being discussed, and his health is depreciating, and yet nothing has been done. Nothing has been done. We cannot continue like this. We cannot continue like this. So, while we continue in the face of victory, we must extend every possible means to make sure that the productive measures are being carried out. And Biafra is the first game. My today visitation with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is concluded. His health condition that I tweeted the last visit persists, and the solidarity in confinement has not abated. Despite this, he asks after the well-being of the faithful and asks that all should hold the line and ensure distraction and ransom. Our leader's health is not strong. This is from Alo Ejimako. His health his health is beginning to go wrong as we speak, but yet people are not discussing it. It is not trending. You understand? Let's continue to push forward. But the referendum must be discussed, and everything that has to do with Biafra must be discussed.